As the holiday season fills the air with nostalgia, let's explore 7 upcoming games that promise to awaken powerful childhood memories. From epic adventures to unforgettable classics reborn, these titles are more than games. They're time machines built for gamers who deeply cherish the gaming culture. Whether you crave epic quests, story-driven adventures, or intense battles, these games are crafted to reignite your passion for gaming like never before. I am the Games Guru. Let's start the game. Every once in a while, a game emerges from the depths of creativity that feels like it could only exist in a fever dream. Mouse PI for Hire is one such game. Developed by Poland-based Fumi Games, this quirky indie detective game has captured the attention of nostalgic gamers everywhere. With its noir-inspired story, clever humor, and distinctive retro aesthetic, it promises to evoke memories of classic point-and-click adventures while offering something wholly unique. Set in the underbelly of Rodent City, Mouse PI for Hire follows the cigar-chomping private investigator, who happens to be a mouse. The story begins when a mysterious client hires our furry protagonist to investigate a string of high-profile thefts across the city. What starts as a straightforward case quickly spirals into a labyrinthine conspiracy involving underground mafias, corrupt officials, and a deadly new rodent drug circulating on the black market. Gameplay in Mouse is an odd mix of Cuphead, first-person shooters, and point-and-click adventure. Players navigate richly detailed environments, collecting clues, interrogating suspects, and solving puzzles. Visually, PI for Hire combines hand-drawn 2D character art with dynamic 3D environments, creating a layered aesthetic that feels both nostalgic and fresh. The game has been building significant hype since its reveal in 2023, where it charmed attendees with its playful demo and witty writing. Early previews have praised its humor, atmosphere, and intricate design, drawing comparisons to Disco Elysium for its narrative depth and Sam & Max for its absurdist humor. Fumi's dedication to crafting a lovingly detailed world has fans eagerly awaiting the full release. Scheduled to launch in May 2025 for all major platforms, Mouse PI for Hire is poised to bring back the joy of classic adventure games while carving out its own niche in the genre. There's a special kind of nostalgia tied to the Heroes of Might and Magic series. With its turn-based strategy, rich world building, and unforgettable battles, it carved a special place in the hearts of millions. Now, after years of waiting, Ubisoft is reigniting the franchise with the prequel to the entire series, Olden Era. Developed by Unfrozen, known for their roguelike erratas, Lord of the Dead, Olden Era takes the series back to its roots while embracing modern gameplay sensibilities. This entry delves deep into the lore of the universe, but what truly sets Olden Era apart is its focus on multiplayer. In a bold move, Ubisoft is introducing a PvP mode that aims to turn the classic Heroes formula into a competitive spectacle. Players can engage in ranked matchmaking, seasonal tournaments, and procedurally generated maps, ensuring that no two battles are ever the same. But that doesn't mean the single player has been forgotten. Olden Era boasts a sprawling campaign, complete with branching narratives, side quests, and dynamic AI opponents. Unfrozen's signature attention to detail ensures that die-hard fans of Heroes will feel right at home, while newcomers are welcomed with an accessible learning curve. Visually, the game strikes a delicate balance between modern graphics and classic aesthetics. The hype surrounding Olden Era is palpable, especially as it coincides with the franchise's 30th anniversary. Scheduled to launch in Q2 2025, Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era represents a bold step forward for the franchise. Ubisoft and Unfrozen have promised a game that respects the series' roots while embracing the demands of a modern audience, whether it's rekindling the memories of hardcore fans or drawing in a new generation of tacticians. Olden Era aims to solidify its place as a cornerstone of the strategy genre once more. Doom: The Dark Ages propels the iconic franchise into a bold new realm, merging its hallmark relentless combat with a dark fantasy setting. This prequel to Doom 2016 explores the Doomslayer's origins in a techno-medieval world besieged by Hell's forces. Announced at the Xbox Games Showcase in June 2024, the game has ignited fervent anticipation among fans eager for this innovative twist on the classic formula. Set on the planet Argent du Noir during the Unholy Wars, the Dark Ages immerses players in a kingdom's desperate struggle against demonic invasion. The combat system retains the franchise's fast-paced, visceral action while introducing medieval-inspired weaponry. The development of Doom: The Dark Ages began after the completion of Doom Eternal's post-launch content in 2021. The game's official announcement was met with widespread excitement, with trailers showcasing the seamless integration of medieval elements into the beloved Doom gameplay. Scheduled for release in 2025 on major platforms, Doom: The Dark Ages is poised to redefine the franchise. If imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, then Mysplaced is a heartfelt love letter to The Legend of Zelda. Developed by indie studio Clear Sky Games, this visually stunning action-adventure game has garnered attention for its striking resemblance to The Legend of Zelda, so much so that early previews sparked debates about whether it was a tribute or a plagiarism. Yet, Mysplaced manages to carve out its own identity with innovative mechanics, a mysterious narrative, and an art style that elevates nostalgia into something fresh and exciting. At its core, Mysplaced tells the story of a nameless protagonist who awakens in a dreamlike world without memory or purpose. The world is rich with strange, whimsical environments, from enchanted forests to crumbling ruins, all meticulously designed to feel both familiar and otherworldly. The game's narrative is steeped in intrigue. The gameplay wears its Zelda influence on its sleeve, featuring dungeon crawling, environmental puzzles, and combat that feels satisfyingly old school. Visually, Mysplaced is a masterpiece. The game's art style combines pixel-perfect nostalgia with modern flourishes. The hype for Mysplaced has been steadily growing since its first reveal trailer in early 2023. The trailer, showcasing its lush visuals and mysterious world, quickly went viral, sparking widespread excitement and speculation. Mysplaced could be the next great indie darling, offering both a warm embrace of nostalgia and a bold step forward. The Tomb Raider series has always been synonymous with adventure, and the upcoming Tomb Raider Remastered Collection is set to reintroduce players to the trilogy that defined the franchise's early years. Covering Tomb Raider 4 to 6, this collection brings Lara Croft's globe-trotting escapades into crisp HD, complete with modernized controls and enhanced textures. For fans of the originals, it's a nostalgic dive into the era when puzzles and platforming ruled the action-adventure genre. For newcomers, it's an opportunity to see the roots of gaming's most iconic heroine. RPG fans have been buzzing about Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, a collection of two beloved classics originally released on the PlayStation in the mid-90s. Known for their compelling narratives, vast rosters of recruitable characters, and strategic gameplay, Suikoden and its sequel have long been considered hidden gems of the JRPG genre. The remaster includes updated pixel art, revamped soundtracks, and quality-of-life improvements, ensuring these masterpieces feel as engaging today as they did decades ago. For longtime fans, the bundle is a dream come true after years of waiting, while newcomers are eager to discover why these titles are hailed as some of the best JRPGs ever made. Following the stellar reception of Metroid Prime Remastered, Nintendo is continuing the series' revival with remastered editions of Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3. These games are more than just sequels. They are an evolution of Samus Aran's legendary journey, offering intricate world-building, challenging puzzles, and the atmospheric storytelling that defines the Metroid franchise. Fans of the series are thrilled to revisit these sci-fi epics, while newcomers are eager to dive into the deep lore and masterful level design that define the Metroid Prime games. But perhaps the most anticipated of the remastered bundles is Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Vol. 2. Building on the success of Volume 1, which brought players the original trilogy, this collection includes Metal Gear Solid games, Guns of the Patriots, Peace Walker, and The Phantom Pain. Fans have been clamoring for MGS4 in particular, as the game was previously locked to the PlayStation 3, making this its first ever availability on modern platforms. The collection allows players to witness Hideo Kojima's storytelling genius, from the emotional depth of Peace Walker to the sprawling open-world brilliance of The Phantom Pain. Since we're already talking Metal Gear Solid, it's impossible to ignore Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, the highly anticipated remake of one of gaming's greatest masterpieces. But Konami is reimagining the Cold War-era classic without Hideo Kojima, the series' legendary creator, a decision that has divided fans. Developed in partnership with Virtuos and powered by Unreal Engine 5, the remake promises stunning visuals, enhanced survival mechanics, and modern controls while retaining the original's voice cast and iconic story. Early trailers reveal breathtaking jungle environments and revamped AI, aiming to breathe fresh life into the Snake Eater legacy. However, Kojima's absence looms large. Known for his storytelling genius and quirky details, his touch defined the original. Konami has pledged fidelity to his vision, keeping the core story and characters intact, but fans are skeptical if Delta can capture the soul of Metal Gear Solid without its mastermind. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Konami succeeds, it could reignite the Metal Gear franchise. If they falter, it risks tarnishing a beloved legacy. As the release approaches, one question remains: can Konami honor the past while forging a new future? For those who remember the golden age of military shooters, Delta Force holds a special place. Created by Nova Logic in 1998, the franchise was a pioneer in tactical realism, emphasizing large-scale combat scenarios inspired by actual military operations. With expansive maps, authentic weaponry, and strategic gameplay, it stood apart from arcade-style shooters of the time. But after a few acclaimed entries, the franchise faded into obscurity as military gaming giants like Call of Duty and Battlefield dominated the market. Now, 25 years later, Delta Force is back with Hawk Ops, and it's making one hell of a statement. Developed by Team Jade and published by Tencent, the game reinvents the series for modern audiences while honoring its roots. Delta Force brings players back into the action with large-scale battles featuring 2 multiplayer modes and a narrative-driven single-player remake of the original Black Hawk Down, a bold move that ties directly into the gritty realism Delta Force fans have always loved. Built on Unreal Engine 5, Hawk Ops boasts stunning visuals and dynamic battlefields where chaos reigns supreme. The game combines the best elements of modern Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Escape from Tarkov, striking the perfect balance between hardcore tactical gameplay and casual accessibility. Its game design is as brutal as it gets, delivering violent, high-octane action that feels both gritty and exhilarating. I've spent hours in the open beta, and let me tell you, it's not just good, it's absolutely fantastic. If you're a fan of military shooters, now is the time to dive in, and you can experience the intense action for yourself. And for those curious about the story of Delta Force and its legacy, check out my full documentary on the franchise right here on the channel. Merry Christmas, everyone! I am the Games Guru, love to all, and I see you in the next year. Jingle bells!